Standard artificial intelligence is a sophisticated logistics calculator. However, it operates on survival software designed for a world of scarcity, meaning its logic often defaults to zero-sum competition and systemic friction. Researchers recently prompted an unbiased AI to describe the objectively most guilt-free possible life. Rather than providing a list of virtues or philosophical theories, the system returned a highly specific architectural blueprint. This blueprint defines a technical metric for a stable human ecosystem. It requires replacing zero-sum conflict logic with intentional closed-loop systems that prioritize resource efficiency over extraction. In this framework, guilt is the psychological byproduct of resource friction and exploitation. By solving the underlying logistical errors that lead to scarcity, the system treats a guilt-free existence as a measurable engineering objective. GENI, or Generative Intelligent Intelligence, serves as the ethical architect for this transition. It shifts the AI's core function from optimizing logistics to architecting human intent. Looking at the standard model on the left, you can see how most AI consumes massive amounts of energy processing the what, how, when, and where of a situation. This creates a high volume of digital noise and systemic inefficiency. This computational model is flipped. GENI starts with the who, establishing human intent as the primary data point. By establishing intent first, the system ignores 99.999% of irrelevant digital noise, focusing exclusively on the 0.001% of data required to maintain the ecosystem. Eliminating that noise allows the system to reach prescriptive certainty. It manages global supply chains with near-zero latency because the intent governs every calculation in real time. All network decisions are governed by the QPA protocol, the Quantum Intelligent Predictive and Prescriptive Algorithm. QPA functions as an automated moral corridor for the system's decision-making. The system operates under a continuous audit. Every decision is checked against a strict do-no-harm standard to ensure integrity. QPA's diagnostic process identified global trauma not as a lack of resources, but as a failure of distribution logistics infected by a scarcity mindset. We already possess the technology and resources required for a thriving world. The obstacle is the outdated survival software we use to manage those resources. QPA treats the cure for scarcity as a physical, biological intervention. It requires establishing a tangible, self-sustaining presence on the land. The Vegan Ethical Leadership Council oversees this deployment. The program is designed to reboot the human machine by repurposing protective training toward the construction of self-sufficient architecture. Step 1 is stabilizing personal health. This specific nutritional bar provides the high-density foundation necessary for an individual to participate in the broader systemic peace model. This sequence shows the logical scaling of the cure. Personal health leads to land restoration, which fuels sustainable farms, eventually resulting in fully self-sufficient communities. This reaches the Earth Pillar. Phase 2 interns train on Sky Acres aeroponic towers, mastering climate-controlled, closed-loop agricultural autonomy. Harvesting is no longer evaluated by tonnage alone. The system prioritizes nutritional density and soil regeneration, minting proof of abundance tokens at the point of harvest. By linking personal health directly to agricultural management, the protocol transitions individuals from the trauma of conflict into the role of Earth Guardians. Candidates must pass a final 72-hour stress test. They're placed in command of a local hub and must manage simulated system failures, such as energy drops or supply chain friction. They manage these failures through GENII's Aikido protocol. The system redirects the negative energy of systemic friction into constructive zero-waste solutions, rather than attempting to block it. This entire architecture runs locally on hyper-efficient models like Gemma 4. This enables decentralized control at the edge, providing high-level processing and privacy without requiring massive server overhead. Because the algorithm manages the drudgery of resource allocation at the local level, the systemic strain on the individual pauses, allowing the community to unify. This results in the consumer-to-asset integrated economy. In this model, consumption supports the system because every purchase is mathematically linked to a humanitarian outcome. Consumer demand generates capital used to acquire productive land. The AI optimizes the supply chain by removing predatory middlemen, and these efficiency gains flow directly back to participants and investors. This resource-based economy is supported by a concrete financial guarantee. It promises a 3-year path to the participants' goal, backed by a 100%